Hey, folks, Pastor Josh here. Hey, we're going to take a couple minutes and wait for some people to get on. We're supposed to be live 5 minutes ago, but I didn't realize that my computer was messing up a little bit. So, the purpose of this broadcast is to give some updates on the production of the church's videos and things. I guess it'd be a good way of saying it. Be the production of the church's videos and stuff is what we're doing here really quickly. I'm going to give a little bit of time for people to get on here because I wanted to give some church updates, some video updates, some things like that. And so give a couple minutes here for some more people to get on. Excuse me while I open my drink and open my water and take a drink here. It's been a very dry day today. All right. So I hope y'all are doing well. Hope all are doing well. If you're watching, go ahead and put something in the comments to tell me that you're watching. And I'll give you a shout out in the video. And that'll be good. One of the things that I want to put out there, and this is predominantly because I have been doing some things to simplify my life, to simplify my how do you say being anonymous online. Not that I'm doing anything illegal or anything like that. I just feel like the Google platform, which we're on Facebook and we're on YouTube. So the Google platform is part of YouTube. Or YouTube is part of the Google platform, I should say. I stepped away from the Google platform completely because I felt like there was too much of a privacy breach with that, so I switched away from it. And I've put that out there a couple of times that I have done that. So I simplified my life into putting everything into one place, and that is in Zoho. Zoho.com, which I have my Zoho mail. I have my, it's basically just like Google. They have Zoho mail. They have all of those things simplified in one place. I don't have to go back and forth for different things. They even have an Evernote type of thing within Zoho. And so all of that is there. I use Evernote, or was using Evernote. Now I use Zoho. It's all in one place for you. And then I began to think about ways of being able to even more simplify my life, because there's a lot. I mean, if you think about, as a pastor, the things that you do, someone who is a pastor, I'm a pastor of Claytonville United Brethren. So there's things I do each month. I maintain a prayer list every week for the church, by my own accord, of course. It's not something that was put on me. I prepare a message every week, maintain a prayer list every week. Sometimes, now that it's getting warmer outside a little bit every now and then, I'll be at the church more doing some work if the work needs to be done. I record a video, edit that video, put it on Facebook, put it on Instagram, and put it on YouTube. Okay. So I do all that. And then I also maintain a calendar every month for the church. That is part of my work for the church. That's what I do for the church, as well as maintain and work with the internet radio station that we have and that we currently use. And so those are the things that I do currently. Now, to simplify my life, I've done some things differently. I was working with WAGI. I think it's AGI, WAGI-LP in Kankakee. I'm doing DJing there, but I do it at my leisure. But I also was putting up a video or a sermon, audio sermon for the radio station, which for me, that was an extra editing thing. I was editing the video. I was ripping the video, ripping the audio from the video. And if it was over 30 minutes, I'd have to edit that video down to under 30 minutes. So I was editing the video, ripping the video away from the audio, away from the video, then editing the video, then uploading it, and then uploading it to WAGI, and then it was a lot. And on top of the calendar, the prayer list, preparation for Sundays, and those kinds of things that you have with normal pastoring. And so I decided to step away from the Sunday morning messages on WAGI when the sermons that I have uploaded to the church have been exhausted. Then those will be going away. Some other things that are going away. For those of you that watch the live stuff on Sunday morning, this is where I really began to really think about the importance of having people in church, in the building. As the pastor of Claytonville UB, we have 10, 12 people, okay? And mostly the 10, 12 people come to church. So the purpose of the video for YouTube was for a global outreach. Facebook came into play, where I put the edited video out there. And then I began to think about a live video. And the live videos didn't come until after COVID was an issue. Really, really an issue. I mean, I did them, but I didn't do them as well as I could do them before COVID. But then COVID happened, and we had to do live online stuff. And we were exclusively online for 10 weeks. And so we got used to doing that. And unfortunately, the church as a whole suffered. Across the globe, the church suffered. Claytonville was no exception. We suffered financially. We suffered we suffered financially. We suffered in attendance. We suffered quite a bit. And so after the 10 weeks, we came together. I was doing live broadcasts for those that couldn't come in, but the thing about that was the ones that could not come in, those were the ones that weren't coming anyway. They weren't showing up anyway. So those were the ones that I was trying to minister to. Well, it wasn't, and as you're going through these things, and as you're doing these things, I began to think about what part of what I'm doing actually is being fruitful. And I know that the podcast, that's another thing I do, the podcast, the radio station, I know those things are gaining ground. So I'm keeping those things. The WAGI sermon, the ministry there, that I promote the church through commercials. And I was putting the sermon out there. But if you think about where our place is, we are in central Illinois, close to the Indiana border, 45 minutes from where WAGI is, in that area. So I began to think about, well, is someone really going to travel 45 minutes south when there is plenty of good churches in that area that's closer to where they are? Are they going to travel 45 minutes south to be a part of our congregation on a weekly basis? And the answer is usually, unless they are really sold out and really sold in and really plugged in, the answer is no, they're not going to. So I pulled that for that reason, to hone in where we are, to hone in our ministry outreach, our little bubble, so to speak, of Milford, Claytonville, Hoopeston, Wellington, and Cessna Park. Those are the 5 places that we minister to, as well as Good Wine. So 6 places we minister to. We minister in that area. And so, and a program 45 minutes from that area was not helping us. And so I pulled that out. Another thing that is going to go away is the live Sunday morning live broadcasts. The Sunday morning live broadcasts are going to go away. Why are they going away? Well, here's the thing. Okay. I know a lot of people love to tune in on Sunday mornings for the live broadcast. Listen, if you're tuning in to the live broadcast, if you're tuning into that and you're watching that, then just make the trip to Claytonville, especially if you're in the area. If you're in the area, if you're not in the area, that's one thing. But if you're in the area, you know, Sheldon, Watsika, Cissna Park, all those areas, just drive on down. It's about 28 miles from me. For me, about, you know, 30 miles for somebody else. But if you're tuning in on a Sunday morning, and I understand some people can't come because they're shut in or whatever, and if that's the case, they're on YouTube for you, and in better quality and better sound and better audio. So they're on YouTube, better quality, better sound, better audio, every week. Usually on Monday or Tuesday. Okay. So they're there. But the live broadcast, reason being, and this was something that I really felt like God was directing. I think that, and I believe that we as a society in 2020, due to circumstances beyond our control, became very dependent upon and very lazy as far as getting, you know, and there was a lot of mandates there for a long time. Don't meet in public, don't meet in groups. And I understand all of that, but that is simply not the case anymore. We can meet in groups with proper PPE. We can meet in groups. We can come together to worship. We can do those things. So simply staying home just because you are afraid. Now, some people are legitimately afraid because of immune systems and all those things. And that is what the YouTube channel is for. It's, like I said, better quality, better audio, better video. But the live broadcasts, if you're watching live and you're able to come, then just come on down. I mean, really, I'm trying to simplify my workflow. I still do a lot of workflow today. Later on, after 11 o'clock, I've got to do a lot on the radio station. I'm expecting an email from a new place for a different place for more music, more integrated, newer music I can put on the radio station. And so there's a lot of things, my workflow that I'm doing, but I'm trying to simplify my workflow in the post-production of the videos in which that I do. Now, the podcast, the video podcast, the edited sermons on Sunday night, on Sunday, from Sunday will still be going up. Somebody asked me when I had broached this situation, I talked to people, some people on text and on Facebook about this. One of the questions that came about was, what about Sunday night Bible study? As of right now, Sunday night Bible study is still going to be available. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy teaching through the scripture. It's been 2 years. We're in our third year. We've not completed our third year yet, but we're in our third year. We've completed 2 years. We're in our third year. So that will continue. Sunday morning will continue. Sunday night will continue for the time being. Sunday morning will always be there because I'm the pastor of the church there, but the videos will be available. And believe me, if you want a copy of those Sunday morning videos, you can do one of two things. You can email me and say, hey, can you send me a video or send me the audio? I rip it all out of there anyway for podcast purposes. I can email that to you. Okay. If you want to download the video yourself, I'm not saying anything, but there are websites that you can download video from YouTube. You can do it yourself. You just got to search it out. I download my own videos. Here's how I do my videos, okay? I take it off the SD card, put it on my secondary drive, edit it, put it out there. Now the edited version is still like 2 gigs, okay? So I'll upload it to YouTube, and it'll take a little bit of time. And then once it's uploaded to YouTube, I go on the YouTube channel and I do a network stream through my VLC media player, and I download it from YouTube on my VLC media player, and then that file gets renamed and it goes into my production hard drive, which houses all of my backups of all of my videos. So you can use a program like VLC and you can download video from YouTube. I do it for my own videos, and I'm giving you permission to do it for my videos. Publicly giving you permission. If you want to download my videos from YouTube, you have my permission to do that. If you do not want to say, hey, Pastor Josh, send me an email of your video file, okay? Or send me an email with the audio file from the sermon. If you don't want to do that, you can download it that way from VLC. There is a lot of YouTube videos on how to rip video from YouTube using VLC media player. You have my permission to do that. And then you can take it and you can put it on DVDs or whatever the case. Okay? What I do ask is, if you do that, audio, video, if you do that, please do not edit it down to make it sound as though I'm saying something that I'm not. Okay? Please do not doctor the audio to make it sound like I'm saying something that I'm not. Okay? Please do not do that. If you're going to do that, then don't request anything from me, and don't download anything. The only way you do not have permission for downloading is if you have plans to edit it to where it sounds like I'm saying something that I'm not. Okay? That's the only time I prohibit downloading and use of my content. If you're going to use it for specifically for sharing, unedited, other than what I've done, unedited stuff, you can use it for that. Free to use. But if you're going to use it and you're going to rip the thing, and you're going to rip the audio, or you're going to re-edit the DVD or whatever to make it sound like I'm saying something that I am not saying, that is prohibited. And if I find out, then there will be action taken. Okay? So you can download, you can rip anything you want of my stuff if you use it in what I want to say, in its native form that it is put on YouTube. Better thing for you to do other than I would prefer you sending me an email and saying, hey, I would like a video file, or I would like an audio file, or of this past week's message. One of the things I was doing, and I'll get off here, it's not supposed to be a short video and it's not being very short. One of the things I was doing was making DVDs and sending DVDs out in audio discs and sending audio discs out. That became very expensive. So what I'm going to do is just email me and say, hey, I would prefer that rather than doing a download. Even though I have gained permission, I want to be able to have given you permission. I want to have some sort of idea of who's using it and what they're using it for. So email me at this email address if you want copies, digital copies of the video or the audio or both, and I'll send them to you at your email address. Okay? With the express permission to do with it, to share it. And that is it. That's all you're getting permission to do. You're not getting permission to change it, to re-edit it, to make it sound as though I'm saying something that I'm not, because that does happen from time to time. Not very often, not with me, not never with me, but it does happen from time to time. Different people I've talked to have had that happen to them. And so I would prefer that if you email me, I would prefer an email sent to me saying, I'm John Smith and I would like a digital copy of the audio and a digital copy of the video of sermon from 3/1/2021, if there was something on the 1st. Okay. So, and then I would send that out to that email address with the express permission to use it for sharing only, not for re-editing and reposting and saying something, making it sound as though I'm saying something that I am not saying. Okay. So that is the permissions that are put out there for that. Now, things that are happening, once again, I will recap. Okay. Just the basic stuff that's happening. The live streaming of Sunday morning is going away, has gone away. I didn't do it last week. I'm not doing it anymore. Claytonville United Brethren live stream for Sunday morning is going away. If you live in the area of Watsika, Cessna Park, Milford, Wellington, Goodwine, Claytonville, that area, if you live in that area and you're watching the live stream and you're not a specific shut-in that you can't get out, but you prefer to watch it online, I'm sorry, but I would prefer, if you want to watch it live, that you would come to the church. If you choose not to come to the church, it is still available on YouTube the next day. So I still will be there. The YouTube channel's purpose, as I said earlier, is to serve those that cannot come to church. Okay, for whatever reason, that's why the YouTube channel is there, and it's better quality, better audio, better video than what a live program can give you through the telephone signal. Okay, so that's the purpose. That's the thing. I don't want to excuse me, man. I don't want to upset anyone or inconvenience anyone. But if you are wanting to see the live video and you're in the area, just come to church. Just come to church. I understand if people are concerned and afraid. We have PPE at the church. We have masks and hand sanitizer and gloves. If you are concerned, then we have all of that available for you. We have gloves and hand sanitizer and masks available. If you don't have any of that yourself, we have all of it there. You can use that. Okay. But if you're in that area of those 6 communities, Watsika, Hoopston, Wellington, Goodwine, Claytonville, or Cessna Park, and you're watching live because you want to watch live, then and you're still able to come out, then just come out. I mean, just come on out. We would love to see you. We would love to have you out in the church. As of right now, I don't believe there is a major restriction on gatherings. I think I think for us it's like 50, and we've never touched 50. So I mean, we've never came close to touching 50. So come on out, and we'd love to see you. Love to see you. Like I said, the purpose of this video was to give an idea of what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, and things that are going away. You know, like Sunday mornings, you tune in on and you don't see the video, you don't see the live video. It's because it's purposely not there. If you're in the area, come out to the church. We'd love to see you. We'd love to have you there. We really, really would. I would love to see you there. Do that. We would love to minister to you in person. If you're concerned about being in a building where you don't know anyone, or you know, getting in a group Like I said a few minutes ago, we have all the proper protective equipment you need. We have the gloves, we have the hand sanitizer, we have the masks. We have 2 sets of that, one in the fellowship hall, a set in the fellowship hall, a set in the foyer. All of it's there. All you have to do is just use that if you want to use that. So for those of you that are outside of the area or are shut in and you can't come out to the church, step over to the YouTube channel, Stepping Stones of Faith. The videos from the Sunday mornings will be there on Monday morning or Tuesday morning, and you can use it there. Okay. As far as the Facebook groups and things, I still will be doing those things for the time being. I am looking for someone within my congregation to be an admin for the group. Family members, I've got a family group, I've got a Claytonville United Brethren group, I've got pages that I do. If I know I'm not the only admin for the family, but let me know and I can make admins for that. I can make admins for the group, for the Claytonville United Brethren group, admins for the pages. Okay. My goal is to get off of Facebook. That's my goal. And if I get off of Facebook, then all of the stuff without other admins is gone. The group, the pages, if I don't have any other admins, it's gone. So I want it to be there, but I want someone else to help me be admin. So if you want to be admin and you're in our congregation, listen, I understand a lot of family members and stuff would also step up and be an admin. And I appreciate that family members would step up and be an admin. But I don't want to put that burden on anybody in the family if they're not part of the congregation, in the fact that they don't know the goings on of the congregation. Not anything against anybody. It's just I would prefer someone that be an admin on the group, the Claytonville group or the Claytonville page, that is part of the congregation and knows the heartbeat and the pulse of the congregation. Okay, so I would prefer that. For now, it's going to be there. I'll be doing that with hopes of looking for someone who will be the admin for those groups and those pages. All right. So that being said, I hope I didn't upset anybody, bring anybody inconvenience or anything like that. But that's what we're doing. That's what we're going to be doing, with helping me not to be burned out. I'm mumbling, I'm rambling, I'm mumbling. I'm sorry, but this is the way it is. Last what do you call? When COVID hit, I was burned out after about 3 weeks. I was going live every day for devotions. I was still doing everything I'm doing now. But I was also going live every day, and I was getting burned out, and I was getting weighed down with just the idea of having to produce everything. Well, I'm stepping away from that. I've stepped away from that. And I'm trying to step away to simplify my life, to be able to spend more time focusing on the Lord, focusing on my family, focusing on me a little bit. My own personal mental health, my own personal spiritual health, my own personal emotional health. It's time that I put those things farther ahead than they are, farther in place than they are, behind Jesus instead of behind everything else. Okay. So that's where we're headed with that. That is the purpose. It is not anybody's thing. I'm not griped out about anybody. I'm not upset about anything. I'm not going off on anybody. I'm just trying to look out for my well-being and my health and my emotional state and my mental state and my physical state and my family's health and physical and mental state. So that's the reason. That's the only reason. This has been a 30-minute video to just say, cut and dry, the live broadcasts on Sunday morning are going away. Okay. That's basically what this is about. But there are options. There are those options. YouTube, Monday or Tuesday morning. They'll be there. Podcast will still be there. What else? Podcast is there. YouTube videos there. Sunday night Bible study still will be there. But other than that, that is it. The Sunday morning live broadcast will not be there anymore. Because I want you in the church, in your church or in my church. You know, if you've got a church you go to, don't stay home to watch my church. Okay. Go to your church. If you're not happy at your church, you need to be praying and see what God is doing and what God wants, and do that which what God wants. If you're staying home just to be in the bed or in the lazy chair, in the lounger to watch church, that's the wrong reason to be home. If you're legitimately afraid, that's a whole different ball of wax. Okay. Or if you're shut in, that's a different ball of wax. Okay. But if you're able and you're not afraid, you just don't want to go out, you just don't want to be part of a thing, you just want to do your own thing, then that's the wrong attitude to have. I need people to understand that I'm not getting out on anybody. I'm not getting on anybody. If you are able to be at church and you're not afraid, or you're not immune suppressant or anything like that, if you're not ill, or you're not concerned about getting ill, but you just want to stay home because it's convenient, then that's the wrong idea, the wrong attitude to have. If you're in the area of Claytonville, Illinois, 6 places I've already named twice, in those 6 communities, just come on out. If you watch the live stuff, come on out and be a part of the live stuff. But if you legitimately cannot come out, whether it be from illness or sickness or whatever, that's the purpose of the YouTube channel. Okay. You can watch it on YouTube. If you don't have YouTube, listen, that's why I gave you that email address a little bit ago. Email me at this email address, request a digital copy of the video and the audio, or both, or either one. And you can watch it on your computer. You can download it to your computer and watch it on your computer or your laptop or your tablet. The only thing, once again, that I do ask is that you use it in its native form. You don't edit it. You don't edit the audio or edit the video to sound as though I'm saying something that I am not saying. If you do that, then, and I find out about that you've done that, or that somebody posted something that is not, that doesn't give the full context of what I'm saying, but just snippets, and it's made to look as though something that I'm not, or who I'm not, then there will be repercussions for that. There will be action taken. So if you want to use it, audio, video, then that's fine. I can either make you copies and send them to your home, or I can email you audio and video digital files, and you can use them that way. You can burn your own DVDs and your own audio files and share them in their native form. I hope I'm making that clear. In their native form. No editing is allowed. And on anything, video or audio. No editing is allowed. You might say, well, how are you going to know? I'm not going to know. I'm trusting you to be what God wants you to be, and to be honest, and to use it in its native form. And believe me, it will come out eventually if it is being used for nefarious actions, and there will be repercussions for that. So understand that. All right. So those are the options. I can send you audio, video with those preconceived, or those prerequisites. I can send you a physical thing, audio, video. If you request that, you can watch it on YouTube. Okay. And if you don't want to request something, but you still want the audio video file, you can download the video using a program called VLC. And there's plenty of things on YouTube to show you how to do that. You can do that. That's my express permission to do that. Although I would prefer an email, so I know who's using it and who has it. Okay. So anyway, I'm Pastor Josh. God bless you. I hope this 35-minute video wasn't too long. Wasn't meant to be 35 minutes, but anyhow, after my ramblings are over, you can go on to your daily life. Amen. Amen. All right. So I will be seeing you again. Today is Thursday. We'll be seeing you again on Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon. Or no, I won't. Sunday morning. Sunday morning is gone now. Sunday night, Bible study, 7:15 Central Standard Time. Going through the book of Proverbs. All right. So we'll see you then. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.